this night over to Philly. Dakota Mathias keeping it interesting. And Iguodala with a chance to tie. Unable to do it. That game's over. How about that one? In overtime. Philadelphia wins at 137-134. Grant, Joel Embiid, 45 points, 16 rebounds, made all 13 of his free throws. And it may be time to start having the conversation. Is there going to be a big man for the first time in 20 years since Shaq win an MVP award? Because Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic are having those kind of seasons so far.
You know, they really are. I mean, it's impressive. And it's exciting, you know, as the big man and the roles of the big man have changed through the years. You got two of the best of this generation. Well, for Houston, that's a good thing. Because their energy has not been there, has not been consistent really this entire game.
There's LeBron spins around Brown, and LeBron James bringing some effort still. And one for LeBron.
I'm telling you, B.A., when LeBron is attacking in that mid post, so hard to stop. I love that. Kind of reminded me of Gary Payton. Gary Payton used to have that dribble where he would spin baseline and use his size to his advantage. But LeBron James just with a very efficient night tonight. And he attacks, man. He's unguardable.
That's his first field goal of the second half for him. He did a lot of damage in the first half. Made 4 threes in the first half, had 22 points. He's got 26 now. This is Brown. And working on Harrell, former Buck. He gives it up. McLemore for 3. Yeah, that one's good.
And what a great shot there by McLemore, but once again, it's a tough shot. You know, the defense for the Lakers right there in his face. Step back, ball fake 3 at the end of the buzzer. Great defense, but better offense in that case.
Markieff Morris gives it away. Lost the handle on the dribble. Caruso jumps the lane. Cousins going for the no look. Caruso was right there. Kuzma, that would get in your face and show you visibly what he's thinking about calls. Over the last couple of years, he's tried to temper that a little bit, but when you pop up like that, Grant, you're usually going to get hit with a tee, especially at this point of the game.
Well, his right heel was on that line, so it was the right call. But, you know, DeMarcus has always been someone who wears his emotions on his sleeve. And, you know, just frustration. That's a sign of frustration. You know, he's missed a lot of time. I mean, his career, he was on that trajectory, one of the great bigs in the game. I think back to New Orleans, paired with Anthony Davis, and just how talented he was. And he's just been a little bit snake-bitten, and obviously last year, one thing for him right now is just to stay and maintain his health and see if he can get back to being the kind of player, or at least close to the kind of player that he was before. But frustration definitely on his face early in the season.
Caruso with another steal, gives it up, and Harrell missed the dunk. I think maybe that rim's a little bit taller than the other rim. We've seen 3 missed dunks on that rim tonight. Maybe it's 10.5 inches. 10 feet and a half. Who knows? We need to go over Cleveland. Speaking of blowouts, that was another blowout scenario. 30-point win.
I'll tell you what, you talk about that Brooklyn game. Obviously, Kyrie Irving out with the team right now as Markieff Morris knocks down a corner 3. But
very curious to see how the Nets pull out of this situation with Kyrie Irving. He's missing time, was showing at a party, no mask. And, you know, we talk about distractions and drama. And I think teams a certain level of professionalism, with them trying to keep things as in-house as they can.
To this ball club, but the Nets, you know, with a big win here. Obviously, the distraction of Irving right now in the New York market, which you can only imagine. The players getting it done against a good defense.
What a catch! And
in the 90s, but you know, I kind of like it right now, you know. And so, but certainly the Nets and Durant back in form, and not sure what the call was. It looked like it was a foul there on Taylor Horton. Excuse me, on Horton Tucker.
McLemore, he's taking his moment here. He's firing at will. Knocks down another three. He's got 3 in the game. 3 made threes, I should say. And he's got 11. Under 6 minutes to go in regulation, it has been a no contest since the second quarter when the Lakers put the hammer down and Kuzma feeds Montrezl Harrell.
Kuzma
on the road. They have one more road game on this particular trip. They go to Oklahoma City. They'll play, matter of fact, tomorrow. They've got the second of a back-to-back tomorrow in Oklahoma City, and then they go home for a couple. But Grant, then they have 5, make it 7 consecutive road games after that brief little 2-game.
Still playing, great basketball despite the tough road schedule to start the year. And Horton Tucker again, another missed dunk.
That goal's too high, I'm telling you. His Cousins dunks it down on the other end.
I'm not saying they'll beat them, but who can challenge them? And certainly they have to be in the mix, along with the Denver Nuggets, of course, too.
Lakers and Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals a year ago. Lakers won that in 5. Nuggets had those great comebacks. Twice down 3-1 to come back and force a game 7. Inside, Jayshawn Tate. I saw a lot of this guy at Ohio State in the Big Ten. And he is really hopefully, these games are all in question every day. We wake up and we see if there are postponements and COVID protocols, and coronavirus continues to rage. Just cannot encourage you enough to wear a mask, keep your distance, try to keep everybody safe. It's extremely important right now. The vaccine is here and it's being distributed, but we still have a lot of time to try to look after one another.
Well said, my friend.
Coming to the finish line here on NBA TV Center Court. First game of our doubleheader. Rockets in their city uniforms. It's been a night to forget. And Bruno Caboclo on the floor 6 minutes.
And he was a guy who was in a similar situation, trying to find his way and just stuck with it, continued to work.
He was an excellent defender. He's earned his minutes by what he's done on the defensive end.
And there's 2 things they say: if you can defend and you can be a great rebounder, you don't even have to be a great offensive player to get minutes. And you said it best earlier, Jayshawn Tate. Nice footwork, good strength, and touchdown there low for the Rockets.
Something about those lefties too, Grant. Stephen Curry getting ready. It is the Warriors and the Pacers coming up. Second game of our doubleheader on NBA TV Center Court. How about Stephen? The Warriors won that game. He scored just 11 points. He was 2 for 16. He's looking for a bounce back. He's not going to be there every night, but good to see Stephen back and doing his thing. That'll be fun to watch.
And it's encouraging that they were able to win. They were able to win BA with him not scoring.
That's not official. That's just the Brian Anderson blowout from the basement idea.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We didn't have a meeting about this or anything. I mean,
I was like, I had to look at my notes to make sure that was official. I was going to call Adam.
Well, the Lakers en route to their 9th win of the year.